So I wrote a letter. My grandma used to write diary every day. I always wonder how she had so much to say. I mean, she could sit still for hours, just writing long into the night. But the wiser I get, the more I connect, and I think I'm truly starting to get it. And no, I've never actually read what she wrote, but I feel like I might just understand it either way. At least now I know my definition of a diary. For me, at least, it's an expression of self, and that might already seem obvious. But it's more of a way to explain to myself that I'm real and that I'm not crazy. That my life and its simplest thoughts are valid and worthy enough to be written in words. I miss my grandma a lot, and I would love to have gotten to know her better. I've never been too good at socializing, or at least that's how I felt. And maybe my grandma just felt the same way, and that's why we didn't connect. Either way, I always looked up to her art, house, and I guess just her overall energy. Even though I didn't necessarily like her. I thought she was weird back then, even scary sometimes, but now I feel like I just didn't know her. The concept of a human acting like her was foreign to me, and really the only way I could describe it was weird. And that made her scary, even though I knew she was good. She somehow still inspired me, just simply existed. Because really, I knew nothing about her. All my knowledge of her was pieced together by other people's perception of her. Tiny glimpses into her life, told from the tongues of the observer's memory. Not one thing I think I know about her came from her own mouth. And even me writing this, I'm doing the same thing. Maybe in an attempt of getting to know her, understand and seeing her point of view. Maybe I'm doing it just like everyone else. Her voice in my head does not speak in words, but rather a language of soft but tough love. Something like, if I did, you will. Her art is amazing and her artistry is deep. Thousands of paintings and even more birthday cards. Each one handmade of singular brushstrokes, observed and given the time to fully develop. Given the love to fully become itself before even being accompanied by any other. Possibly even one in the exact same shade. You may have heard of the 50 Shades of White and Black. Still, she chose to paint in 1,000 shades of turquoise before even going into aqua. She was both patient and precise and moldable, and that's what makes her the wonderful artist she is. Her weapon and shelter was the brush and the colors, and I pray in the afterlife she just paints. Or maybe she does whatever the fuck she wants. She's the biggest inspiration, though we never really knew each other. Still, I'm getting to know her every day. She fought into the afterlife, head high and hurting, and I'm only now just realizing. 8-something years later, collecting her art, so beautifully painted by you. So thank you for sharing and letting me observe. I'll take care of them, your art, throughout time. Yeah.